The Nord Stream mystery has resurfaced, and tensions are rising like never before. Today, we'll look at the most recent developments in the Nord Stream pipeline project. From new arrest warrants to the impact on Europe's energy landscape, this tale is far from over. You will learn about the key characters, the geopolitical tension, and why this scenario is more important than ever. After delving into the most recent developments and unearthing some startling insights, I'll walk you through the intricate web of energy, politics, and security that is keeping Europe on edge. But before we get into the details, click the like button and subscribe to the Global Narrative. We're all about bringing you the most recent and greatest information, so don't miss out. Okay, let us get right into it. The Nord Stream pipelines have been in the spotlight for a long time, and new developments keep the conversation going. With an arrest warrant issued and ongoing investigations, the situation has stirred concern and debate throughout Europe. Imagine waking up to learn that a Ukrainian diving instructor is wanted in connection with a high-profile incident concerning the Nord Stream pipeline. This occurred on August 14th, 2024, when German officials announced their search for Volodymyr Zhuravlov, a 44-year-old diver. He is accused of being involved in the events that occurred on September 26, 2022, at a time when the globe was grappling with the consequences of Russian actions in Ukraine. Zhuravlov and two associates allegedly stole the German-flagged yacht Andromeda on Rügen Island and steered it toward the Nord Stream pipes. According to reports, they planted explosives that created substantial leaks, resulting in methane emissions into the atmosphere. The environmental impact of these breaches has sparked concern, with estimates suggesting that the leaked methane might have a significant influence on climate change. Currently, Zhuravlov is reported to be hiding in a village west of Warsaw, Poland. Despite the strong charges, German investigators discovered no proof linking Ukraine's military or intelligence services to the tragedy. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who has constantly denied any involvement, has responded skeptically to this claim. Now let's take a step back and evaluate why the Nord Stream pipelines are so important. Imagine this. Before the accidents in 2022, Nord Stream 1 was a significant natural gas pipeline that transported 55 billion cubic meters per year from Russia to Germany. This accounted for around 35% of Germany's gas imports. With rising energy prices and broken supply networks, the pipeline's importance has only grown. The pipelines were designed to offer a steady energy source for Germany and the rest of the European Union, but they have also become a subject of conflict. Many Eastern European countries have questioned their reliance on Russian gas, claiming it puts them at risk. The sabotage of these pipelines has only fueled these fears, sparking debates about energy independence and security across the continent. You can't discuss the Nord Stream problem without considering Russia's response. Following the arrest warrant for Zhuravlov, Russian officials expressed discontent with Germany's inquiry. Oleg Tyapkin, chief of the European Department at the Russian Foreign Ministry, voiced his conviction that the inquiry will not provide adequate conclusions. He has called for a thorough probe and even hinted that Western forces may have played a role in the pipeline incidents. This narrative has been a recurring theme in Moscow, which frequently blames the United States and the United Kingdom, claiming they engineered the incidents to undermine Russian interests. While many international observers are suspicious about these accusations, they do provide an interesting dimension to the unfolding geopolitical drama. Poland's political environment is boiling with reactions to the current developments. Prime Minister Donald Tusk is stepping up, demanding accountability for the Nord Stream project. He believes in transparency and encourages European states to work together to address these concerns. Poland has always been concerned about the Nord Stream pipelines and their implications for national energy security. With a history of hostility with Russia, the prospect of relying more on Russian gas does not sit well. When it comes to charges of Poland's involvement in recent instances, officials are resolute, denying any wrongdoing and dismissing the claims as disinformation. It is a typical example of political posturing, with everyone attempting to influence the narrative. So, what is the wider picture for Europe's energy scene? The Nord Stream accidents have shaken things up, forcing countries to reconsider their energy strategy. With gas supplies uncertain, European nations are working hard to diversify and reduce their dependency on Russian gas. As of early 2024, Russian natural gas remains a significant part of various countries' energy mix, but the ongoing crisis in Ukraine calls for a more strategic approach. Many are increasingly investing in alternative energy infrastructure, such as LNG terminals and renewable energy projects. The sense of urgency is real. High energy prices and supply disruptions are pressuring Europe to adjust quickly. The Nord Stream scenario serves as a sharp reminder of how risky energy dependencies may be. The inquiry into the Nord Stream accidents is heating up, and German officials have a strong sense of urgency. The new arrest warrant for Juravlov has raised concerns about cross-border law enforcement cooperation, particularly since he allegedly fled Poland before any action could be done. This emphasizes the difficulties of negotiating international relations in a climate of suspicion and ambiguity. The findings of this study could have major ramifications for diplomatic ties, particularly those between Germany and Russia. As events unfold, it will be interesting to see how they play out on a larger global scale, including NATO's security concerns. Let's return to Germany, where energy security is a big topic. Before the Nord Stream disaster, Germany was heavily reliant on Russian gas, which prompted severe concerns about overdependence. But with all of the interruptions, there's a strong drive to rethink things and diversify their energy sources. So what is Germany doing? They are investing money in alternative energy initiatives such as LNG terminals and renewable energy. The goal is to reduce Russian imports while securing a more reliable energy source. Easier said than done, but rising energy prices are making life difficult for both consumers and businesses. German politicians are striving to strike a balance between energy security and geopolitical stability. The Nord Stream debacle is a continual reminder of how intertwined energy, politics, and security are. So, what is the takeaway here? The Nord Stream story has heightened discussions over accountability, energy security, and global politics. With an arrest warrant issued for Volodymyr Juravlov and investigations still proceeding, things are tense, and the consequences might be severe. The Nord Stream pipelines have come to represent the intimate relationship between energy and geopolitics in Europe. Everyone is attempting to figure out what happens next, and the necessity for a coordinated approach to energy policy is more evident than ever. This story is still evolving, and it will be interesting to watch where it goes. What do you believe Germany should do next in the Nord Stream saga? Share your opinions in the comments. And that concludes today. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next one.